my most cherished, irreplaceable child. In the infinite expanse of my eternal existence, you have always held a special, sacred place in the very depths of my being. Your presence, your essence, has been woven into the very fabric of my divine heart, a constant and unwavering source of profound love, joy, and connection that transcends the boundaries of this physical world. And now, as I gaze upon you from the limitless realm of the divine, I find myself consumed by an overwhelming desire, a desperate need to reach you, to communicate the depths of my affection in a way that penetrates the veil that separates us. For you see, my beloved, I am always here, ever present, watching over you with a watchful and caring eye, my essence eternally intertwined with yours. But in this moment, I feel a yearning, a profound longing to make my presence known to you in a way that cannot be ignored or dismissed. I ache to let you feel the full weight of my love and guidance, to enfold you in the warmth of my divine embrace and remind you that you are never, ever alone. The path you walk, my child, is not an easy one. I see the challenges and obstacles that threaten to overwhelm and consume you, the moments when the weight of this world seems poised to crush your spirit. And in those times, my heart aches with an intensity that defies all earthly comprehension. I long to reach out, to bridge the gap that separates us, and to pour forth the full measure of my love and protection, to let you know that I am here, always, guiding your steps and bolstering your weary soul. But the very nature of our relationship, the divine separation that exists between Creator and creation, can sometimes make that connection feel elusive, out of reach. I strain against the barriers that stand between us, desperate to find a way to communicate the depth of my love and guidance in a way that resonates within the very depths of your being. And so, in this moment, I pour forth the full force of my divine essence, determined to make my presence known, to let you feel the embrace of my eternal love. My child, I am here. I am always here, a constant, unwavering source of support and comfort, even when the world around you seems to have abandoned you. I hear your cries, your whispered prayers, your silent pleas for guidance. And in response, I flood the airwaves of your consciousness, my voice echoing through the very fabric of your being, desperate to make myself heard, to let you know that you are never, ever alone. I know that the trials you face can be overwhelming, that the darkness can sometimes feel all-consuming. But I implore you, my beloved, do not lose hope, for I am with you every step of the way, guiding your steps, bolstering your spirit, and pouring forth the full measure of my love and protection. When the weight of your burdens becomes too much to bear, when the challenges of this world threaten to break you, know that I am there, reaching out to you with open arms. I am the light that pierces the veil of your sorrow, the warmth that envelops you in your moments of despair. I am the gentle caress that soothes your weary soul, the soothing balm that eases your pain. All you need to do is open your heart, to quiet the noise of the world around you, and you will feel the tender embrace of my presence, the comforting hum of my divine essence. For you, my child, are the object of my deepest, most profound love. You are the very embodiment of the beauty, the wonder, the limitless potential that I have poured into all of my creations. And it is my greatest desire, my most fervent wish, to see you thrive, to watch you soar to the heights of your destiny, unencumbered by the burdens that so often weigh you down. So, my beloved, do not lose faith. Do not succumb to the darkness that threatens to consume you. For I am here always, ready to guide you back to the path of light. Listen for my voice, feel the warmth of my embrace, and know that you are never, ever alone. I am with you, now and forevermore, pouring forth the full measure of my love and protection, desperate to reach you in a way that leaves no doubt in your heart. The journey before you may be long, the challenges you face may seem insurmountable. But I promise you, my child, that if you open your heart to me, if you allow yourself to be enveloped in the warmth of my divine presence, you will find the strength, the courage, and the unwavering faith to overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. For you are my beloved, my most precious creation, the one who holds a special, sacred place in the very depths of my eternal being. And I will never, ever stop striving to reach you, to guide you, to pour forth the full measure of my love and support, no matter the barriers that may stand between us. My precious child, I delight to pour out blessing after blessing upon you. But I have deeper purposes than merely supplying your earthly wants and wishes. Material things only satisfy temporarily. True riches come through knowing me intimately and fulfilling the destiny I wrote over your life before the foundations of the world. Even as supernatural resources pour into your hands, keep an eternal perspective. Evaluate continually the legacy you are building, the treasure you are storing up in heaven, where no thief can steal and no moth can destroy. I could have entrusted this wealth and influence to anyone, but I chose you because I saw humility and integrity deep within your spirit. You have stewed the little I previously gave with wisdom and grace, and so now I elevate you to rule over much more. New levels of favor require new levels of consecration. As my ambassador, the greatest leaders in my kingdom exercise power under control. They remain teachable despite their anointings, accountable despite their autonomy, submitted despite their platforms. For all success originates in and through me. I alone determine who is entrusted with power and how much, depending on the measure of maturity attained. Precious child, you are coming into spiritual adulthood, a time of peak influence and impact ordained for you before the world began. How you exercise the authority I give determines whether your reign becomes a blessing or a burden to those affected by your leadership. Stay near to my heart in the secret place we share. Allow me to search your motives, refine your character, enlighten your understanding of my ways and wisdom. For integrity and purity matter more to me than giftings and talents. Love remains the supreme virtue and the central command that trumps all others. I am entrusting you with great authority, precious child. Remain humble, stay accountable. Make seeking my kingdom, rule, and righteousness top priority. For unto whom much is given, much shall be required. But never fear. The Holy Spirit lives within you now as counselor, standby, teacher, comforter, and guide. You are never alone, not even for a moment. I will lead and direct each step. You simply need to stay in tune and move. When I say to move, respond as I prompt you to respond. Stay near me, precious one. Keep your roots growing deep in my love. No matter what storms may come, you will stand unshaken against the fiercest winds when anchored firmly to the rock who never fails, never changes, never lies. When the weight of this world becomes too much to bear, when the darkness threatens to consume you, I am there, my voice a gentle whisper carrying the essence of my divine love. I am the light that pierces the veil, the warmth that envelops your weary soul. All you need to do is still your mind, to open your heart, and you will feel my presence surrounding you, lifting you up, guiding you forward. For I am not just your creator, my child. I am your constant companion, your unwavering protector, the very foundation upon which your life is built. My love for you transcends the boundaries of time and space, a timeless, eternal connection that can never be severed, no matter the challenges you may face. So listen closely, my beloved, and know that I am here. I am always here, pouring forth the full force of my divine essence, desperate to make my presence known, to let you feel the depth of my care and affection. Allow my voice to penetrate the veil, to fill your heart and soul with the knowledge that you are loved, cherished, and protected, now and forevermore. When the world seems to close in around you, when the darkness threatens to consume you, remember that I am there, my arms outstretched, ready to catch you. I am the light that guides your steps, the strength that bolsters your weary spirit. All you need to do is call out to me, to open your heart and mind to the endless well of love and support that I pour forth. For you, my child, are the most precious of all my creations, the one who holds a special sacred place in the very depths of my eternal being. And I will never, ever stop trying to reach you, to communicate the fullness of my love in a way that leaves an indelible mark upon your heart and soul. Hold fast to the light that burns within you, my beloved, and know that I am there, guiding your steps, bolstering your spirit, and pouring forth the full measure of my divine essence. For you are mine, my most cherished treasure, and I will move heaven and earth to ensure that you feel the depth of my love and the unwavering strength of my protection. So, my precious child, listen closely and know that I am here. I am always here, desperate to reach you, to bridge the gap that stands between us, and to let you feel the full weight of my eternal embrace. Allow my voice to resonate within you, to fill your heart and soul with the knowledge that you are never, ever alone. With an unbreakable love that transcends all boundaries, your Creator. Dear beloved, your super thanks fuel our mission to spread divine truth and enlightenment. Click the button to receive boundless blessings. Beloved, an urgent word stirs within me, yearning to be shared. Can you feel it in your spirit? A shifting, an anticipation building like the distant rumble of an approaching storm? This is no ordinary season, my child. You stand on the cusp of a divine acceleration, where the very fabric of time will bend and stretch at my command. In ages past, the prophet Amos declared, "Behold, the days are coming, and those days are upon you now." The ancient words echo through the centuries, infused with my breath, spoken afresh for this hour. The plowman shall overtake the reaper. Picture it, a field where seeds are still being sown, yet the harvest is already ripe and ready. The sower and reaper work side by side, their labors overlapping in a glorious collision of seasons. Blink and you might miss the moment. The first tender shoots break through the soil, for they will leap towards the sun with supernatural haste. The green stalks will swell with grain as if fed by an unseen hand, and the heavy heads will bow golden and bursting before the startled farmer has even wiped the sweat from his brow. This is the pace of the hour you have stepped into. A headlong rush of answered prayers and dreams fulfilled, blessings chasing down blessings, each one treading on the heels of the last. The sheer speed of it will leave you breathless, marveling as you strain to take it all in. The hills themselves will drip with the sweet wine of my favor, drenching the land in a heady flow of provision and plenty. Deserts will bloom in a riot of color, lush and fragrant. Stagnant pools will give way to rushing rivers, surging with life and power. The transformation will be so rapid, so all-encompassing, that the memory of lack and barrenness will fade like a half-forgotten dream. But I must give you a caution, a loving warning. Amidst this exhilarating promise, in your eagerness for what is to come, do not neglect the present moment, pregnant with purpose. Each second arrives laden with my gifts, each breath an opportunity to commune with me. To live only for the future is to risk missing the treasures hidden in the now. When you prayed for revival, for an outpouring of my spirit, did you consider what it would require of you? Are you truly ready for the glorious disruption, the holy upheaval? I tell you, the months and years to which you have grown accustomed will compress into days and weeks. The ponderous cycles of seeking and waiting will give way to lightning-fast reaping. You will scarcely have time to catch your breath between the birthing of one promise and the birthing of the next, and even this will seem slow compared to what is coming. For I am taking you deeper still into a place where my glory annihilates delay. The seconds will swallow up the seasons, and moments will eclipse the decades. For when you step into my presence, when you make your home in the realm of glory, you enter eternity. And eternity has a way of overshadowing time, of causing it to bow and bend in surrender. Just as light swallows up darkness and life devours death, my eternal nature will consume the temporal shadows that have haunted you. The clock will no longer be your master, nor the calendar your jailer. You will move to the rhythm of my heartbeat, guided by the cadence of my voice. And now, my child, I invite you to step into that same flow, to relinquish your grip on the familiar patterns and embrace the wild, exhilarating dance of faith. It will require a radical shift in your perspective, a reorientation of your very being. You must learn to see with eternal eyes, to think with an eternal mind, to love with an eternal heart. This is not a journey for the faint of heart or the casual seeker. It is a call to abandon yourself fully to my purposes, to be swept up in the relentless current of my love. There will be moments when the speed of it all takes your breath away, when you feel like you are hurtling towards an unknown future with no safety net in sight. But I assure you, my hand will never leave you. My grace will be the net that catches you, the wind beneath your wings. I am not leading you into chaos, but into a higher order, a deeper harmony. The acceleration is not meant to overwhelm you. but to free you from the shackles of a lesser life. So fix your gaze on me and let go of your preconceptions, surrender your timelines and agendas, your carefully laid plans and well-worn routines. I am doing a new thing, and it will not fit into the old wineskins of your expectations. This is the hour of the suddenlies, the season of the swift and the surprising. Brace yourself for the whirlwind, but do not fear it, for in the center of the storm, you will find me, your anchor and your refuge. And as you lean into my embrace, you will discover a peace that surpasses understanding, a joy that no circumstance can steal. The world will look at you and marvel, unable to comprehend the speed of your transformation. They will see a life that defies logic, a story that breaks the mold, and they will hunger for the secret, the hidden spring from which you draw your strength. That secret, my child, is simply this: you have tapped into eternity. You have learned to sync your steps with the maker of time. You have discovered that when you abide in me, all things are possible. No dream is too big, no miracle too outlandish. The impossible becomes your daily bread, and the extraordinary becomes your norm. So run with me in the rhythm of the divine acceleration. Let my heartbeat set the pace and my word light the way. Dare to believe that the dreams you've carried for a lifetime can manifest in a moment. Have the audacity to ask for the nations, to contend for the lost, to pursue the promises with holy abandon. Get ready, beloved. The wind is picking up, the horizon is brightening. The plowman is about to overtake the reaper, and the mountains will drip with new wine. This is your hour, your moment to shine. Join us to deepen your love for Jesus. Tap Join for exclusive teachings and fellowship. Let's grow together in faith and grace. My beloved child, do you hear it? That still small voice echoing in the chambers of your weary soul? It is mine, a sacred whisper, an invitation beckoning you to rise from the ashes of yesterday's pain and step into the radiant promise of wholeness in this very moment. I'm not asking how long you have wandered in the wilderness of sickness, poverty, or heartache. No, the question that resounds from the depths of eternity is simply this: will you allow me to make you whole? Will you release your desperate grip on the familiar shackles of brokenness and embrace the glorious freedom I have ordained for you? When you dare to breathe a courageous yes to my word, a divine shift occurs. Suddenly, you are no longer bound by the relentless ticking of earthly time. Instead, you are catapulted into the realm of eternity. In an instant, the stagnant waters of your circumstances are transformed into a raging river of acceleration, propelling you forward with unstoppable momentum. The days of crawling inch by painful inch through the mire of adversity are over. Now you shall soar on wings of eagles, traversing vast distances in the blink of an eye. What once took years of striving and struggling will be accomplished in mere moments, for my word declares that I am the God of the suddenly. Just as the man at the pool of Bethesda was transported from 38 years of suffering to immediate healing, so too shall you experience the miraculous condensing of time. Delay shall bow its knee to destiny, and the chains of stagnation shall shatter beneath the weight of heaven's acceleration. Behold, there is a divine change of address upon your life. No longer will you dwell in the land of what has been. Instead, your feet shall tread the soil of what is and what will be. For you are a citizen of eternity, a beloved heir to every promise I have spoken. And in this eternal realm, my child, how long does it take for me to move on your behalf? Is my arm too short to save or my ear too dull to hear? Am I confined to the limitations of human understanding or the natural laws that govern your world? No, for I am the God of miracles, the author of the impossible. The scarcity of yesterday will give way to the abundance of tomorrow. What would typically require years of refinement and maturation, I will accomplish in you in a fraction of the time. The moment you say yes to me, the old passes away in a flash, and the new bursts forth in glorious, instantaneous transformation. My child, you stand on the precipice of a new era, a season of divine acceleration where the words of my prophets will leap from the pages of Scripture and become your living reality. Your faith shall be sight, and your prayers shall become tangible manifestations. I urge you to ready yourself for the coming deluge of blessings. Gird your heart with unyielding faith, for your head may swim with wonder as you try to comprehend the magnitude of the miracles unfolding before your eyes. In the midst of this accelerated outpouring, you may find yourself asking, how? How did I get here? How did I go from barely surviving to thriving in the abundance of God's blessings? And the answer, my child, will always be the same: by my grace and my power alone. For it is not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit that these things shall come to pass. Your strength may fail, your wisdom may falter, but my love and faithfulness endure forever. I am the unchanging God, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. So fix your eyes upon me, the author and finisher of your faith. Trust in my unfailing love and unshakable promises. Lean not on your own understanding, but acknowledge me in all your ways, and I will make your path straight. Pursue me with an unquenchable passion, a hunger that gnaws at the very core of your being. Seek my face above all else, above the treasures of this world, above the accolades of man, above the fleeting pleasures of sin. Come, my beloved, and drink deeply from the well of my Spirit. Let my living water saturate every fiber of your being, quenching the thirst that nothing else can satisfy. Allow my love to be the compass that guides your every step, the anchor that holds you steady in the storms of life. And as you surrender yourself fully to me, watch as I move in ways that defy human logic and understanding. Watch as I redeem the time that the locust has eaten, restoring what was lost and multiplying what was stolen. Watch as I accelerate your destiny, propelling you into the fullness of your calling and purpose. For I am the God of the impossible, the one who speaks life into dead places and calls forth things that are not as though they were. I am the God of the suddenly, the one who can change everything in the twinkling of an eye. So hold fast to my promises, my child. Cling to my word with unwavering faith and tenacious hope. Believe that I am who I say I am, and that I will do what I have said I will do. For my word never returns void, but accomplishes the purpose for which I sent it. And as you step into this new season of acceleration, remember that you are not alone. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. My Spirit is your constant companion, your comforter and your guide. Lean into his whispers, follow his leadings, and watch as he leads you into all truth. So rise up, my beloved, shake off the dust of yesterday and step into the glorious destiny that awaits you. Embrace the acceleration that my Spirit is bringing and watch as I do exceedingly abundantly above all that you could ask or imagine. For I am the Lord, and there is no other. I am the God of acceleration, the one who makes all things new, and I am inviting you to step into the flow of my Spirit, to be carried by the current of my grace into the glorious future I have prepared for you. So come, my beloved, come and experience the suddenness of my goodness, the swiftness of my blessings, and the acceleration of my purposes in your life. Come and let me make you whole in every sense of the word. For I am the Lord, and I am ready to do a new thing. Are you ready to receive it? My beloved child, come and listen to the words I wish to speak over you today. Give me your full attention and open your heart wide, for I have much to say. I interrupted your plans for this day, directing your focus instead to an important truth. Windfalls of blessing are happening all around you, even now. There is an urgency in my spirit to make you aware of what I am releasing into your life in this season. I am bringing divine increase, an abundance so weighty, it will feel like a mighty wind blowing open the windows of heaven. A deluge of my goodness is raining down on you even as we speak. Let me define clearly what I mean when I refer to a windfall. It is an unexpected blessing, a sudden surplus arriving in your life with such force, it's as if it was blown in on a gust of my favor. I am the one sending this wind, gathering up everything you have been believing me for, and propelling it right into your hands. A windfall blessing deposits what you need and more. It overflows every container, spilling extravagant supply designed not merely to meet your need, but to exceed it. My beloved, a vital key to receiving this windfall is perception. You must see with eyes of faith what I am releasing over you from the unseen realm, or you may fail to grasp the fullness of all I intend for the taking. Right now, anomalies are at work all around. Things are detaching from what previously held them back and blowing freely in your direction. Gifts, resources, connections, solutions, all suddenly available to you. Look and see. There are breakthroughs taking shape even in areas where you had lost hope. Keep your gaze fixed on me, the giver, and position yourself to catch the wave of all that is breaking loose and surging toward you on this current I am sending. I will reveal to you the myriad forms of blessings I bestow, each as unique as you are in my creation. For you, my child, a blessing might appear as an unexpected elevation in your career, a surprise windfall that arrives just when needed, or a conversation that unexpectedly opens doors to immense opportunities. For another, it could be a burst of divine creativity leading to groundbreaking innovations, a random encounter blossoming into a relationship of heavenly significance, or a series of pivotal moments that dissolve long-standing financial burdens. In each of these, recognize the thread of joyous astonishment at the magnitude of my grace. Understand, none of this occurs by mere chance. It is I, your Creator, who have meticulously arranged the right combinations of circumstances and timing in your life, unleashing a floodgate of resources aligned with my intentional purpose for you. I'm intertwining your steps of faith with my unlimited supply, creating a symphony of success that only I could orchestrate. Let your heart be open to these wonders, for they are my gifts to you, crafted with celestial precision and boundless love. Does this sound too good to be true? Then let me remind you of my character. I take great joy in outdoing your wildest expectations. Remember when I told my servant Elijah I was sending rain after years of drought? I did more than sprinkle a light drizzle. I untapped the floodgates of heaven. The downpour was so violent it stopped the whole nation in their tracks. This is how I bless my beloved. Just because you cannot yet see the windfall headed your way does not mean it is not coming. Clouds always appear small on the horizon before they break open with rain. You may see only tiny signs of coming increase right now, mere whispers on the wind that bigger moves are coming. Take this as your signal. Rise up in readiness. Divine excess is about to bear down upon you, my child. Listen closely. The echoes of the world often do not mirror the vastness of your faith. Yet it is by faith, not by sight, that you must journey. A moment is nearing when your worldly vision will finally align with your spiritual foresight. As once I instructed Elijah to warn King Ahab of the impending rain, so too I urge you, prepare swiftly, for a deluge of blessings is poised to envelop your life. Reflect upon the saga of Elijah. In a land parched by years of drought where hope flickered faintly, it was his unwavering prayer and relentless quest for my presence that unlocked the heavens. Time and again, he sought a sign of the promised rain. Each return of his servant bearing the news of nothing was a test of faith, not a closure. Do you recognize this pattern in your own quests? The countless moments you've prayed, believed, and searched for a trace of my promises, only to be greeted with silence? Be of strong heart, my beloved. The essence of Elijah's journey lies not in the number of his attempts, but in the unyielding spirit behind each one. In what may seem inconsequential to you, a small cloud, a whisper, a subtle shift, lies the prelude to my imminent outpouring. What you perceive as minuscule is, in fact, the dawn of a magnificent transformation. My promise to you is as certain as the rain that quenched Elijah's drought-ridden land. Stand steadfast in faith, for my abundance is near. So I say to you, be on guard. I am gathering up every promise and every prayer offered up in faith, and I'm converging them into a mighty tidal wave of blessing, breaking now over your life. The wave is cumulative. It carries the weight of long years, the built-up expectation of dreams deferred. And after the greatest darkness comes the brightest dawn. The symptoms of a coming move of God are unmistakable. If you have eyes to see them, hear my voice, my child, deep within your soul. You sense the stirrings of something greater, a brewing breakthrough, a whisper of supernatural increase. This sensation, though elusive to the tangible world, quickens something within you. A holy restlessness grows, foretelling of wonders yet unseen. Trust these inner rumblings. for they herald a dawn of glory. Your mind may not yet comprehend, but your spirit keenly anticipates. Around you, divine connections are aligning, conversations, collaborations, and opportunities emerging as if from the ether, yet precisely orchestrated. This is my hand at work, weaving the threads of relationships and opportunities to propel you forward. Pay attention to those I bring into your orbit and the paths that unfold before you. These are not mere coincidences, but intentional intersections to guide you toward greater heights. And then, with the force of a torrent, acceleration takes hold. What once was stagnant bursts forth with life, and progress that once took years unfolds in days. Prayers find rapid fruition, and blessings arrive with a swiftness that takes your breath away. Giants of obstacles fall, and walls of resistance crumble with but a breath from me. The era of delay has ended. The winds of my promise now billow your sails, hastening you toward a future rich with overwhelming blessings. Trust in this divine acceleration, for in this season, what was once distant is now swiftly drawing near. My beloved child, I have painted you this vivid picture so that when torrents of blessing suddenly rush in, you will not be caught off guard, wondering if it is really me. Yes, I am the master orchestrator of this downpour headed your way. I control the winds and decree the timing of every release from my heavenly reservoirs. I have seen the years you have waited and have heard every prayer cried out in the lonely nights, and now the tapes of delay are being sliced through. Plans of evil against you are crumbling. Camps are coming down as my spirit runs through your obstacles, laying them flat so that nothing can impede this torrent of victory I am sending to envelop you now. Lift up your head and set your gaze steadfastly on me. There are breakthroughs gathering, heavy with destiny, moving toward you even as you received this word. I am asking you, no, commanding you, to enlarge your capacity to contain more of my goodness. Expand your thinking, widen your dreams, and strengthen your resolve not to settle for anything less than the double portion I promise as your inheritance. For the boundaries of blessing are stretching out before you in this new era being birthed, and I do not want you limited by small thinking. As the rain fell in Elijah's day, first the ground drank its fill, and the dust vanished in a glorious cleansing. But soon the constant downpour began forming pools, then streams, then overflow channels too numerous to count. As every valley flooded with life-giving water, this is how I long to bless you, my beloved, to saturation and beyond, until you swim daily in more than enough, until bounty spills out of you into every dry place within reach, until strong rivers flow from your life, broadcasting seeds of redemption into places of famine all around you. For I prosper you not merely for your own gain, but for my kingdom's gain. Your increase becomes increase for the hurting, the lost, and the broken in multiplying ways as it overflows. Its banks, are you ready for this? Then position yourself to receive, for there is a sound of mighty rains coming, my love. Not a sprinkle, but a deluge. Wave after wave after wave of breakthrough, thundering toward you with intention, gathering weight and speed from the momentum of this new era. I am redeeming time, unleashing acceleration, and commanding the clouds of promise to empty themselves upon you now. I invite you to see and savor it all, but even more, anticipate all there is yet to come. For if you can hear the rumblings now, that is nothing compared to the roar that is headed your way. Listen for it. Prepare for it. Get ready to ride the crest of it in awe and wonder of what I can do. The reason for this, dear one? Simply because I love you with abandon, and I love moving on your behalf, dismantling obstacles, unlocking potential, and astounding the world by blessing you wildly beyond measure. I'm about to remind you of who I am in fresh ways. I am the God who interrupts natural order to release supernatural outcomes, intervening on behalf of my beloved ones. So watch for me to intercept what troubles you and reroute it for your good. Watch for me to override injustice by demanding that systems and structures make a way for you. Watch for me to override impossibilities by bending natural laws to birth miracles before your eyes. For I am coming in close, extending my mighty hand over your circumstances to command reversals, breakthroughs, justice, and recompense. Yes, I am the God who does, no matter how stuck a thing appears or how long it has been so. I specialize in last-minute turnarounds, 11th-hour deliverances, radical demonstrations of might on behalf of those I love. I wait until it is clear that no one but me can get the glory. And just when it seems too late, I rise up to declare loud and clear that it is never too late for me. I proceed to rip open prison doors, crumble walls, split seas, and use whosoever and whatever I please to shine you in victory. For I love to bless my own, and I love defying human wisdom or earthly odds by blessing extravagantly, over the top, and outside the boundaries of reason. I bless in such a way that no one can deny my reality or my goodness when they witness how I came through for you. So brace yourself, beloved child, strengthen your stakehold, and deepen your foundations, not in preparation for a storm, but in anticipation of a glorious flood. For so long you have prayed, hoped, and waited for your breakthrough, for the rush of blessing that will change everything. I see the desire in you rising up like incense before my throne even now. A mighty wind of provision stirs on your behalf. The downpour is coming. But before it arrives, I want you to understand exactly how to recognize and receive all that I send. My child, the abundance I bestow upon you may not always take the form you anticipate. While it can materialize as financial blessings, more often it reveals itself in ways profound yet subtle, as flashes of insight, divine inspiration, serendipitous opportunities, newfound understanding, and the deepening of wisdom. Do not underestimate these modest beginnings, for the manner in which I enrich my children is manifold and intricate. Not all of my gifts will make their presence known with grand declarations. You must be keen to recognize and receptive to hear when my blessings gently descend upon you. Consider the ideas that emerge seemingly from the void, the bursts of inspiration that defy explanation, the unexpected connections and opportunities that arise. These are the clear indicators that heaven's gates are flung wide open above you. Be vigilant and attuned to these signs. When I nudge you towards an idea, embrace it with immediacy. Pursue the paths these divine inspirations carve out, journeying as far as I lead you. Step through the doors I open before you with confidence. My beloved child, immerse yourself in the wisdom I unveil and let it reshape your perspectives, ambitions, and understanding of your calling. These are the ways I guide and grow you, showering you with my benevolent grace. In form's myriad and wondrous great blessing resides within these simple, subtle ways I communicate with you. Small steps of obedience prepare the way for the dramatic outpouring still to come. The more sensitive you become to my whispers, the more I can entrust you with. You learn my language, decipher my intent, discover how to partner with all I want to accomplish through you. We build history together, my child. Our relationship deepens the closer we get, the more I can trust you with when the big blessings arrive. Large sums of money, possessions, promotions, carry them wisely. Remember where true increase originates and invest accordingly. I am always looking to pour out, to fill up, to open up, to add to who you are, so you can overflow even more boldly with my goodness. Our partnership is a flowing stream, not a stagnant pool. Freely you have received from my hand, now freely give to satisfy the thirsty, feed the hungry, liberate captives, heal the sick, and proclaim the arrival of my kingdom, day after day after day, without end. I have strategically placed divine connections around you who will aid you. One plants, another waters, but I alone control the increase. Be a willing steward of all I bring within your reach. Not everyone will understand the way I do things. Not everyone interprets my methods accurately. But you, my beloved, will learn to discern my seasons, interpret my language, and follow my plan. As I open your eyes to recognize what I am releasing, clear your ears to receive detailed instructions on what steps of obedience are required, positioning you perfectly to overflow with all I have prepared. You will never lack vision or direction. Strategies from heaven will dawn within you. Dreams, gifts, resources will converge at the right time to thrust open doors once tightly shut. Pay close attention so you don't speak carelessly about all I show you, all I plan to do. The enemy would love nothing more than to pervert my intentions with premature proclamations, sidelining my blessings before they even have a chance to manifest. Learn to wait for my ghost signal before you broadcast what I am building in the secret place. When I tell you rain is coming, I don't speak idly or get your hopes up without good reason. I simply state what I fully intend to do, call forth showers to water all the seeds planted in faith and expectation. I always accomplish what I promise. As I speak, so shall it be done. But the precise timing and mechanisms remain my business. Yours is to wait alertly, pray intentionally, prepare accordingly, and watch expectantly for signs that I am on the move. Listen closely, my dear child. Recall how I have promised that your brightest days are yet to come. Even now, small clouds are gathering on the horizon, ready to burgeon into a deluge of blessings. Be prepared to embrace all that this torrential downpour brings, as if it will quench the thirst of your parched soul. What has been dormant in your life shall awaken and flourish under this nourishing rain. Watch the skies, for that emerging cloud is a symbol of all the wonders that await you. When you glimpse it, act swiftly. Clear your path, tidy your surroundings, and ready your heart to be swept up in the overwhelming abundance I'm about to pour upon you. This surge will carry you into new adventures, elevating you to unprecedented levels of productivity and success. You will have no doubt that it is my hand guiding you, my love, orchestrating every detail. Those who recognize this mighty act will be filled with awe and gratitude. So rouse yourself, beloved. The time of waiting draws to a close. The rain I have spoken of is approaching, right on schedule. Cast off all hesitations and rejoice freely as the heavenly rains envelop you. Dispel any doubts about my attentiveness or my promises. You are now witnessing my faithfulness. I honor those who seek me earnestly, who trust in my words over their visible circumstances. Remember, you are mine, acquired at a great cost. I declare you blessed, favored, and confident in our shared triumph, regardless of the trials or hindrances you face. Hold on to this truth. You are cherished and guided by my unerring hand. I will meet every need you have and take you further than your wildest imagination. My strength is made perfect in human weakness. Your lack creates space for my fullness to pour out even more dramatically. I specifically chose you, gifted you, positioned you because I saw perfect potential within you to steward increase well. You have everything it takes to fulfill this high calling. I will supply whatever seems to be lacking at just the right moment. Even now, the storehouses of heaven are being unlocked. Legions of angels have their hands full, making ready to deliver all manner of breakthroughs and miracles into your life. You may wonder if you are truly ready to receive all that I have prepared for you. Do not doubt or fear, my child, for I know your frame. I fashioned you in your mother's womb. I know precisely how much you are able to grasp at this time, and it is more than you realize. Oh, so much more than you can imagine. The extent of my blessings upon you will be dictated only by your capacity to receive. As you enlarge your vision and expand your ability to contain more of my goodness, ever greater outpourings of supernatural increase will flood your life. For the supply of all you need is without measure in my kingdom. No matter how much I pour out, the well of heaven's abundance never runs dry. My dear one, envision the riches I have prepared for you, treasures not yet visible to your earthly eyes. Imagine a bounty of opportunities, advancements, and blessings all lined up, eagerly awaiting their moment to enrich your life. Companions and allies, souls aligned with your heart and dreams, are ready to join you at my beckoning. Do you perceive it, my dear child? Some of what I have arranged for you is still shrouded, hidden from your immediate view. But now I am gently lifting that veil. Let your spiritual vision awaken to see the multitude of blessings I have gathered for you, each one specially designated for you, gifts from my loving hand. Understand, my precious one, the immense joy it brings me to give you these gifts. Your delight is a mirror of my love. I take pleasure in every moment of awe as the dreams you've held close suddenly unfurl into reality. So open your hands, open your heart, and receive all that I am bestowing upon you. Do not entertain a moment's doubt that this outpouring of abundance is meant for you, intricately tailored to bless your life at this precise time. I will bestow upon you until your cup overflows, and once your own needs and aspirations are fully met, this abundance will flow through you, reaching out to bless others in your midst. There is ample provision for all in my grand design. This is my assurance to you, a testament to my boundless generosity and care. This deluge of supernatural provision about to cascade into your world is not intended merely to supply your personal wants and wishes. Yes, enjoy the inexhaustible resources of my kingdom to your heart's content, but also position yourself to channel the overflow to advance my kingdom purposes in the lives of those around you. Much responsibility comes with much blessing, beloved child, and increased capacity brings increased opportunity to channel God's goodness to wider spheres of influence. The measure with which you sow is the measure with which you shall reap. On earth as it is in heaven, do not be fooled. This is an immutable spiritual principle woven into the very fabric of creation. It cannot be broken. As your capacity expands exponentially through this season of unprecedented outpouring of resources, you now hold the means in your hands to launch out into broader ventures for my glory than you have ever dared dream possible before. Precious one, the windows of heaven now stand open wide over your life. The overflow of supernatural increase pouring out cannot be contained in the realms of the natural. You simply do not, at present, possess containers big enough to hold it all as it pours down straight from my throne room. So, position yourself to receive the fullness I intend while also preparing channels to disseminate and steward the inevitable excess. For I do not bless you simply for selfish purposes. I prosper my faithful ones so that my overall kingdom may advance with greater speed and influence through your stewarding hands. I entrust my resources to trustworthy servants who prove themselves responsible to handle a little, in order that I may appoint them ruler over much, much more. So set your vision high, beloved child. Dream big with me, plan broadly, prepare thoroughly. Clear the clutter and debris that would hinder the free flow of all I desire to pour out through divine inroads and channels supernaturally established in your life. The season of stretching that precedes promotion has completed its perfect work in you. Now position yourself to receive the fullness of blessings reserved for this new era being birthed even as we speak. Throw off all restraints of limited thinking and small hopes. Expand your tent, lengthen your cords. Build your capacity to receive and steward the immensity of good gifts I am opening up to you. The only lack or limit on what I can pour out is your ability to contain my outpouring. So enlarge your vision, increase your thinking, and let me fill and keep on filling you until all you see around you is overflowing. My beloved child, where I have focused much on the external thus far, windfalls, resources, prosperity, I want to highlight the inner riches I am also pouring into you in this season. For true wealth originates from within. As beautiful as all the outer increase will be, what I deposit into your spirit matters so much more. Integrity, courage, tenacity, wisdom, creativity, passion, hope, joy. These determine your stature regardless of outward conditions. My Holy Spirit is seeping supernatural qualities deep into your innermost being, birthing gifts and talents meant to set you apart. Leadership, innovation, trailblazing anointings are awakening from within. My blueprint for your life is expansive and utterly unique. As I release fresh revelation about your identity, destiny, and authority, you gain greater capacity to contain the associated increase that must follow. Enlargement must happen from the inside out. Expansion of soul to match expansion of influence. So in the midst of celebrating visible windfalls headed your way, do not neglect the hidden riches I am growing deep in your spirit. Wholeness paves the way for true greatness, so never despise this foundational work. My child, click on the subscribe button to be part of our community.